And from the national headquarters of RT America in our nation's capital, hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. I want to start tonight with two words: World War. World War. Most of us seem to have forgotten what those two words signify or convey. I don't mean the Hollywood version of it or the video game version. I mean the real thing. Today, people all over the world are celebrating Victory Day, which marks the May 9th as in perpetuity as the day that the Nazis finally surrendered, ending World War II in Europe. It's a big deal in a lot of places around the world, including Russia, where citizens still wear this very traditional ribbon, and they put it on with pride to remind each other to never forget what happened back then. And presidents like Mr. Putin feel obliged on this day to comment like this.
The lessons of the past war are still relevant. We did and will continue doing all that is necessary to ensure the high defense capability of our armed forces, the defense potential of the most advanced weapons, and to further strengthen the prestige of the military service, the prestige of soldiers and officers and fatherland defenders.
Here in our country, this story about World War II, by the way, if covered at all, is usually relegated to a kicker. You know what a kicker is? That's the term we use in this business of ours in television or journalism. That's the name that's given to the story at the end of the newscast. It's kind of the, oh, by the way story, right? Politicians and presidents, they don't really talk about it anymore. And as far as regular Americans, well,
why don't we just say what happened 74 years ago this week?
Oh my gosh, you're putting me on this spot. It's been a long day.
What happened 74 years ago this week?
I have no idea.
Holly? Do you know, Holly?
No. Cinco de Mayo?
No, not Cinco de Mayo. How many people do you think died in World War II?
Oh, I would think it was like one of the bloodiest.
Yes.
I think it wasn't there like near 1 million or something?
About 1 million?
Yeah.
You think?
And that.
Three-letter word, war.
World War II.
What happened? It came to
an end.
To an end. There you go.
Thank you.
here's what they should know. What we all should know, really, right? World War II was the most destructive conflict in history. It cost more money. It damaged more property. It killed more people and caused more far-reaching changes than any war in history. As many as 85 million people were killed during World War II, and of those, 27 million were Russian or part of the Soviet Union. Here's what else we should know. The world today seems to be divvying up once again, with factions taking sides over serious conflicts in places where the U.S. foreign policy seems more aggressive and more threatening of late. In fact, here, let's do this. Let's go over to the wall, and I want to show you some of the places that seem like powder kegs today, and places where we are heavily invested as a country. Yemen, where the U.S. is at war on the side of the Saudis. Syria, where we're trying to remove the Syrian government. Russia, with whom we're restarting a nuclear arms race. China, with whom we're in a trade war and a military escalation. Afghanistan, where we've been at war for 17 years. Iraq, which our invasion destabilized for who knows how many generations. Venezuela, where Washington is attempting to oust the present government. And last but not least, Iran, where the drums of war are beating loudly today as an American aircraft carrier strike group armed with nukes steams toward the Persian Gulf. It's alarming stuff. And by the way, too often ignored by the general media. Are we on the right side on all of these conflicts that I just took you through? Those who believe in American exceptionalism will say, of course we are. We're Americans. Enough said. While extreme lefties and some isolationists will say, we shouldn't be in any conflict beyond our borders. So who's right? We are opening up this question for debate. as we bring you the news with Rick Sanchez, where we believe we do this because it's time to do news again. I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.